All right, good morning, everybody. Looks like EVAX has incredible potential today. Incredible potential. At minimum, wait until it breaks over 25. But otherwise, you could even get in now for $3.50 of risk, stop at 15. So almost $4 of risk, stop at 15. This thing went up 1,000% in pre-market. 1,000%. And has pulled back to just 183%. So this puppy could really pop. Wait for the break over 25 if you want some more confirmation that it's pushing. Otherwise, taking about a $4 risk right now ain't that bad of an idea with the stop at 15 on EVAX. Okay, that's like I'm already telling you that before I've even labeled this stuff up and gone over all opportunities on the market. But that one, whoo, get on top of that fucker. That looks pretty good this morning, guys. Let me label some of these up and we'll get all the streams coming in. We also have a ton of IPOs this morning, so a day filled with lots of potential. Doesn't mean we're going to make money, but it's a day filled with lots of potential. More so than we've seen in a while. A lot of potential today. Yeah, and then let me get rid of this CMTG. Okay. Well, let me finish getting up all of the opportunities and then label them up, and then we'll be ready to go here. Anyway, good morning, and RJ was first, Sergio second, and Stephen Harlow starting to move up in the rankings, showing up in third place. Never been third place before. Way to go, Stephen, being on the ball, third place. How did it feel to be the bronze, to be getting the bronze medal this morning? Pretty good. Yeah, exactly. It's not easy getting one of these top 3 spots. That's some sweet early bird action there. All right, PETZ NPTN TN. Let's see here. Oh, that looks like a buyout. NPTN news. No, it's not. All right. Well, that one has a lot of potential. Artol up 23%. That being on the radar again. Artol. CNCE, QNST. Let's pull up QNST. What's the BTTX? CNCE. I'll keep IWM up in the corner because Track was all over that yesterday and the day before, and he was right. So let's keep an eye on that. If that continues, CCRN, a little bit low volume in Builder as well. HCDI. All right. And XRTX. Now we're reaching, DBGI, we're getting down to like just little blips, but the big opportunities are those ones at the top, including NPTN, CNCE, BTTX, Artol. Artol moves, but it's scraggly. CDI, gotta set your risk. XRTX. Anybody already been messing around with EVAX? And did anybody get into EVAX just now? Okay, cool. Just remember that nothing's for certain here on that. Stop at 15-ish. And, expect that losing money has potential. Could be worth making a lot of money. So, and if there's any positive reaction at all let's say it's negative, right? Let's say that it goes negative today. If there's any positive reaction at all, it's probably going to be right at the open. So be ready to take those profit targets when they come. In at 19, not lots of shares though. Yeah, $4 risk. All right, good job. Yeah, what's it at now? 20. So you're already up $1. And if you have the pattern day trading ability, you should take out 5 to 20% of your profits at every dollar level like that. From here on up, $20 up. It's like a little 5%. Take a 5% chunk out. That's the proper way to professionally trade. Right. Going live on TikTok in addition to everything. Good morning, everybody out there on YouTube and Twitch. Say good morning, hello, if you're out there on Twitch. Davidson Calixte and Miguel Zapata, good morning. All right, I've got that labeled up now. We've got some IPOs today. I want to make sure that we have these IPOs from the hottest IPOs ready. We got a lot of them. Oh, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 IPOs today. So I'm going to enter in the largest of them. And the largest is EVO, EVO. After that, CNDB, which is just possibly a SPAC of some kind, CNDB. So that might not move around. I'll put that a little bit lower. Oh, good. It is not even showing up. Good. I don't have to hassle with that. From there, next lower IPO, anticipated IPO, is Juniper 2 Corporation, JUN. Also, it's not showing that. There goes EVAX. Yep, EVAX is moving, you guys. Like I said, $25 will be a more confirmed breakout point. But man, the potential that this puppy has, it's worth that $4 early risk. That's what I was saying, getting in at 19. I'm up now $500,000, $600 almost on that, just on 150 shares. What I was going to say is, if you get in now, your stop could be set to 1750. So about $5 of risk, even from here. And that's what I was going to say. Make sure you're taking your profits underneath every dollar level. 5% out. 5% out every dollar level. That puppy hits like 23. That's where I'm going to take a 10% out profit. All right. Nerd Wallet. Is that today? Ooh, I like that one. NRDS. Let's get that up at the top of our list. NRDS. What am I most bullish on? Oh boy, EVAX. EVAX. And that doesn't mean it's going to work out, but that's got the most potential. We are on EVAX, and if it breaks 25, it really heats up. We have 20 minutes to the market open, and if it can break 25 either at the market open or even before the market open, the potential is really strong for it to go to 30 or 40. But, you never know, and this thing could just crap out. So be ready to, basically, you should always be ready to take a loss before you get into anything. And you need to figure out how much of a loss, where your loss is going to be at, when you're going to exit. Exit plan before entry, 100% necessary. Good morning, Evan. I watch you every morning. I might as well join your team. Hey, Davidson. Yeah, man. What about SI, Silvergate Capital, Rick? I will check that in a minute here. Let's cover all of our morning opportunities, make sure we're all set. I'm just bringing up all the IPOs this morning that are going to be worthwhile first. So we're Nerds, NerdWallet, and EVOTech are two of probably the hottest IPOs happening today. These holdings companies, depends, and these acquisition corps, they really don't necessarily move. ARHS, I'll put that at the bottom here. And if anybody else knows of any other hot Medex Health, it looks like MDXH, any other hot IPO chatter that's been going around, let me know what the ticker is. Mains Biomed, we can work as a team here. What about the car short? Yeah, I am still short on car. Who asked that? Darius, are you short with me and Emma on car? Oh, great. Yeah. No, I mean, I held through all day yesterday. I'm going to keep holding today. Let's see here. All right. Hey, everybody on TikTok. What's up? What's up? Good morning. And click the link in my bio if you are new to the stream and find out about joining our trading community. Might be a very cool decision for you, a new journey. I'd love to see you in there. Thoughts on PayPal? I'll check that out in just a few minutes. Let's quadruple check here that we're all good to go for the IPOs today. Juniper Corp. So EVOTech, yes. Our House, yes. Liberty Resources, no. Lionheart Corp, no. Mains Biomed, maybe. MYNZ, is that what it was? Yeah, MYNZ. MYNZ. Okay, we'll keep that up as well. Medex Health and NerdWallet. Good. All right, I'm all good on those then, and especially NerdWallets. And I think they're nerds. Oh, that's cute. The ticker symbol for NerdWallet is nerds. I love it. I love it. Really nice. BGFV nuke incoming. Oh, okay. BGFV nuke incoming. All right, I'm going to refresh the market chameleon. We're going to get on top of all these opportunities. We are really hot on EVAX this morning, hoping that EVAX can break 25. If it can break 25, that's a very nice, even if it bounces off 25, it starts forming a bullish wedge before the open, 16 minutes to the open. And if so, it's still looking good. Hey, everybody on TikTok, make sure you give me a bunch of likes if you're enjoying the stream. We're going to start getting on top of the market outlook and all the opportunities here in just 1 second. I'm just double checking we're not missing anything because this is the morning filled with a lot of opportunities. It's looking like, iBio is also moving. So I want to make sure we get that up. iBio. iBio was at 0.83 and hit 1.08. So, okay, we'll keep an eye on it. A little bit of an opportunity there. QNST, I believe we have that up. Yes. No. Why do we not have QNST up? It's up 30%. It's too low volume. That's why in SYS, and AHCO, there's a lot of good opportunities this morning. Everything's up 10% or more. This market is going to open hot. QCOM, I mean, I don't have any opportunity spots left on the screen here. Qualcomm. Holy Toledo on Qualcomm was at 138 yesterday, and it's just zooming in pre-market right now. It's at 156. Get on that train. It's already running. The stop is at 154, so $2 a risk to get into Qualcomm. Who knows? It could be over. The run could be over, but it could not be. It might not be. So $2 a risk on Qualcomm. There it goes. It's already starting to take off. Qualcomm could be an excellent dip buy trade as well off the open in case it does dip on out on you. All right, so the market, obviously, wonderful lift yesterday when the Fed basically put out its schedule for tapering finally, just as I've been saying for over a year using charting analysis. I said late November, December this year, the Fed will start tapering. They said, no, we're not going to start tapering until the end of 2022. Now I said, no, you just watch and wait and see. The end of November, December, they're going to have to start tapering. And sure enough, boom, nailed that. So we're right on track on that. And now that the market has a sense of how everything's going to be priced in, it was a real relief and a release of tension, really, and uncertainty. We now have a really nice, like, 8-month outlook on the entire market that basically gives the market freedom for perfection. I mean, we can now guide ourselves right through the entire market really smoothly. All we need now is for a little bit of less of the socialism stuff going on with the in Congress in order to get people back to work. We need employment. We need the employment numbers now need to be picking up to follow suit. I believe that's going to happen. And if that happens, then we are on a beautiful trajectory to get out of quantitative easing and be there somewhere around maybe summer of next year, flying steady. The VIX, for example, is hitting 14.78. That's like outstanding. Now, remember what I've told you before. When the VIX gets this low into the low teens, you would think that this is the time when you don't need to buy insurance against crashes because everything feels so great, right? Well, these moments when the market is at its best and its greatest and you're feeling like, man, this could go on forever, those are the cheapest moments for you to buy insurance. So you might want to get some VIX leaps or just VIX shares in your portfolio as a counter lever measure and gold against market crashes or corrections and stuff, so that something will go up when your stocks go down. That's very important. All right, before the market open, about 12 minutes before the market open, EVAX are experiencing a bit of a pullback. Looks like about a 60% sell-off on that last rally, so that wasn't super strong, and it is a bit of a failure to try and work its way back up to 25. So let's be watching that real carefully. If anybody needs to cut early, we'll see where that is, if it can create a neckline breakdown. So market looking really hot today. We have the potential, though, to open hot and then be red all day, okay? Overall on the news, they'll paint that as green because anything that's above yesterday's close, the news will call green. But as day traders, we're more concerned with the direction on the day. So even though you might see and read and hear that the market is up today, the direction potentially could be down all day. So red for day traders, it could potentially be red all day. By opening up very high, it leaves room for us to just go down all day. So that's a very easy possibility. But sideways and up would be great. We've got rates were raised yesterday, but they're holding today. But all that certainty is really good for the whole market-wide. Tech, industrials, market-wide. So everything is up this morning. And oil, cost per barrel, is up to about 83.50 almost, and has been grinding up nice and smooth all morning. And when commodities run like that, they have a potential to really continue. So you might want to play XLE today. That's energy, or USO for oil, because it may just continue to run. They tend to have that potential. And if it doesn't, then exit at the pivot level prior to your entry. If you want to learn more about pivot trading, join our group. That's the techniques that we use is pivot point trading. So energy, excellent. Everything across the board, excellent. Even gold is going up, which is a little bit odd, but I guess just maybe there's a lot of consumer confidence, a lot of confidence in the market, a lot of market confidence going on right now. And so all the cash that's been in the sidelines now sprinkling on top of every asset class across the board. It's a major buy-in moment in the market. If a week ago wasn't good enough for you. Now we're looking really good. It's because of all the certainty looking ahead. It's like a cloud has been lifted. So, okay, now we're focusing in on specifically EVAX and PETZ, PETZ, and QFTA. These are some of the hottest ones, and also ARTL. EVAX has traded 2.7 million shares so far. Actually, I'm showing 3.9 million shares so far. QFTA with 3.5 million. PETZ, PETZ with 16 million shares. ARTL with 15 million shares. Also, we have with 2 million shares roughly traded so far, CNCE, XRTX, and HCDI. So we're watching those. The real nice confirmed breakout level we're looking for on EVAX is 25. If we can break over 25, that will be a real positive for EVAX. And we have only 8 minutes to go. So I feel as though the market momentum going into the opening can give it that lift. If it can just crack 25, it will be a big deal. But if it can't, it's going to crap out. So be on your toes, be limber, be careful, be ready to cut. And yeah, we have 7 minutes until the market opens. You guys over on TikTok, make sure to click the link in my bio to learn more about our trading community. And I hope to see you in there. But yeah, EVAX. QFTA, we're looking for a break of 10.55. PETZ, we're looking for a break of, I'll be happy to see it break over 5. That would be an early entry, but a confirmed entry would be 6.50. So $5 early entry, fully confirmed entry, 6.50. If you've ever been burned before, getting into something and then it just craps out on you, that is the risk that you take with an earlier entry. But the reward in return for when it does work out on an earlier entry is so good in exchange that it can often make an earlier entry worthwhile. But if you wait for the full confirmation, you got at least a 40 or 50% chance of the actual continuation happening. And then when that happens, you will be able to reap your rewards properly. ARTL, we're looking for a break at 153. We're going to have to wait for it to break 153, the pre-market high, ARTL. And BTTX, another one we're watching, early entry at 15.5, fully confirmed entry at 18.34. So write those down. 18.34 BTTX, early entry at 15.5, second early entry at 16.5, fully confirmed at 18.34 on BTTX. PTPI, unfortunately, no. Today is that's ancient history now. Unfortunately for PTPI, doesn't look like today's going to be a continuation day for PTPI. It's going to crap out or struggle. Let's at least say that much. It's definitely not going to spike or run. Very low chance, I should say. CAR continuing to make lower lows. So CAR continues to be a short. DBGI might do something today if it can break 5.1. DBGI might continue to take off. Also, IWM yesterday tracked Dolphar, one of our lead traders like myself in our trading community, led everybody in the last 2 days in some serious victory with IWM, the Russell 2000. So that may continue today. It had a hugely positive response to the Fed's decision yesterday. IWM is basically all small caps, 2,000 small caps. The thing with small caps is they're the riskiest businesses. They have the most potential, though. It's like, getting into early rounds on venture capital or pre-IPO, on a medium to big size company. So that's what IWM provides. And the huge boost going on in IWM right now is probably because now we have a roadmap for the next 8 months of what the Fed's going to be doing. And all we have to do now is just cross our fingers and hope that Congress pushes us in the right direction, that incentivizes people to get off their asses and go to work and help provide all that productivity we need for the full-on lift that would go along and be coupled with the quantitative easing being reduced. Yeah, I think that small caps. That's why small caps are reacting like they are. Yep, EVAX is pushing right now. We're getting a nice little push on EVAX back up and hopefully towards 25. We've got 3 minutes and 50 seconds until the market opens. Go ahead and click the link in my bio, you guys over on TikTok. Thank you for all the likes. Also send some diamonds every now and then. All that stuff helps the weekly rankings. There's a little check-in area. Click check-in there. That's a new thing on TikTok. But we've got literally just 3 minutes until the market opens. And then we're going to be trading these momentum breakout opportunities here. Later, we'll shift towards checking out if there's any other opportunities like swing trades as such, or anything else heating up on the market right after the open. For now, yeah, PETZ and EVAX, BTTX, XRTX is starting to make its way up there. ARDL. Okay, we're watching these really closely. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds to the market open. And also Qualcomm, we're watching that. That has petered out just now, right before the open. So let's just let that drop, Qualcomm, and let's try and get a 5-minute dip buy on that in a little bit here. Qualcomm, QCOM. What's the new stop on Hut Swing? James, is it doing really well? I know that AMD, we're looking good on AMD. That we have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to the market open. Yeah, we're still holding Matterport. Yes, Matterport hasn't taken off yet. We're waiting for that moment. But we're looking awfully good this morning, market wide. Don't forget about Facebook. Facebook, an excellent 5-year opportunity for your long-term portfolios. Get it while it's cheap. The metaverse is literally the future, not theirs necessarily, but that concept. And I do believe that they're the in the lead on that pole position. All right, 1 minute and 35 seconds to the open. I have 25 years of experience trading the markets. And if you'd like to join our trading community, all you got to do is click the link in my bio to go check that out. Yeah, we're still in HUT. We're still in AMD. STGW is up over 111% so far on our options. And NOG and Matterport and Beam. Those are some of our open positions, but we have even more than that. Qualcomm is coming up. If Qualcomm ends up breaking 157, you can get in for, you should probably set about $3 a risk on that, exit at 154. Qualcomm. But what I'd like to see is just let it breathe, let it dip, let it crap out, let it sell off, let everybody take their profits, All right, EVAX. If it breaks 25, that's where we're at. We're pretty close to 25. If it breaks 25, you can get in for $2.50 of risk. EVAX. That's probably the closest opportunity. I'm already in, so I'll be taking some profits at different levels here. Quick profits. And we've got 12 seconds to the market open. Be ready on EVAX on your side. Be watching. If it breaks over 25, you can get in for $2.50 per share risk. Stop at $22.50. There we go. The market is open. And we're getting that little initial push on EVAX. All right, I'm going to take one profit right there. I don't know if I heard it, but I guess it, there we go. Boy, there's a lot of volume going into EVAX for the Q to be that long. And Qualcomm, QCOM, almost breaking out, but I'm hoping that we can get a dip on that first. But there goes EVAX. It did break over 25. That's what we need. Yeah, don't plan to look Chris. Yeah, then that's just keep adding to Facebook. It's Consider Facebook your savings piggy bank. Think of Facebook as a piggy bank, really, seriously. And don't look at it. That's right. Just add to it every time you have some money. There goes Qualcomm. Qualcomm through the roof. And we're halting to the downside on EVAX. So I'm going to attempt to get all out. That's not a good thing. There we go. I'm all out on EVAX. That's it for me on EVAX. We're halting to the downside. You don't want to be in a down halt. There we go. Halted on EVAX and out and indicating to open at 19. Looks like I still have some shares. And open any open orders. Okay, there we go. I was able to get out of half of my position on EVAX. Now indicating to open at 21. Yeah, tough, right? I mean, the queue is thick. I mean, there's a lot of traders getting on EVAX this morning. Qualcomm running all the way up to 159. We just had another breakout. What was that one? Well, I think that's Qualcomm continuing to break out and break out. XRTX, that's what it is. XRTX for 75 cents of risk. It's breaking out of 550 right now. XRTX, that's a potential entry. It might even be halting. Yeah, thank you, Bobby. It's halted. So that's what that was. XRTX moving really fast. Right at the open, you know, it's tough to catch some of these because they're moving so fast and all over the place for the first couple minutes of the open. XRTX, correct. How much profit you averaging a day? I mean, you can what we target here is we try and target a conservative 1% on your entire portfolio per day, because compounding across 253 trading days per year, that's 1,200% gain. So a $10,000 portfolio will turn into a $120,000 portfolio after 1 year of only 1% gains. You know, instead of going for moonshots or low probabilities, we go after high probabilities. And boy, some days we hit the big one, jackpot. Steven, that was a rough drop. Did you take any profits at all? Where did you get in? Steven, were you in pre-market on EVAX? Hopefully you were taking profits along the way. That's why we take profits along the way, because you never know when those things are just going to go choo-choo-choo. I mean, you know, when it gets rough like that, Steven, or anybody, when it gets rough like that, that's exactly why, you know, you should feel good about even breaking even or making 1R, right? Or breaking even or minus 1R. If you can just break even on something that was tricky, turned out to be tricky, you got to feel good. It's because you got in more early and had your situation set up more in your favor. 2 more minutes until EVAX opens from the halt. XRTX, I'll pull up also. That coming out of the halt. See where it's indicating to open. It's indicating to open at 5.25, just slightly under the halt level. So XRTX lost some of the momentum through the halt there. But we have other opportunities we're watching here. Okay, good. We're getting some of that pullback on Qualcomm I've been looking forward to. I really want to see Qualcomm dip for a nice half an hour. Give us a dip. And then we're going to grab it near the bottom on a turnaround. That doesn't always happen, but if it does, that's the plan. And usually what that does is it flushes out everybody who wanted to take profits, and then it starts to turn around, and it has the potential to really run. Correct. Yep. We'll be resuming trading in about 1 minute on EVAX. At 75 cents of risk is 75 shares. A $10,000 portfolio at 75 cents of risk is 75 shares? I don't think so. Let me see. You take 1% of $10,000, that's 100, and you divide it by 0.75. So 100 divided by 0.75 is 133. So it would be 133 shares. If you'd like to learn more about all that, here, I'll drop you a link to where there's over 100 video lessons right there. There you go. Okay, look for that link. All right, we're going to be coming out of the halt in 15 seconds on EVAX. I still have 85 shares. It's indicating to open at 21. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, it's a fight. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put my order in to be all out. All right, I'm all out. There's definitely a fight there, but now it's selling off. The buying not happening. Car from the last couple days also petering out, now hitting almost 280. I did drop the link in the comments. Yes, sir. I'll drop it again. That's that. You gotta look for it. Maybe it goes by fast because a lot of people tuning in and talking. Here you go. Here it is again. Okay, good job, Britain. Filled all out at 21 at the unhalt. All right, way to get in the queue. Good job. And XRTX is out of the halt and halting to the downside also. And we're halting to the downside on EVAX down to 17, 18. So, you know, you want to be out of these when you're supposed to be out of these. Don't be a bag holder. That's one of the first things. It's just a natural reaction as a beginner trader to think that you can outsmart the system, wait it out, all that kind of stuff. But instead, what you're doing is you're putting your money at very high risk. Eventually, you will learn that cutting losses at small amounts is much better than trying to cross your fingers. That it's much more recoverable and in your control because there's so many opportunities out there. Plus, it releases your capital, so you can trade again. So you can't make money unless you have money, and you can't make a lot of money unless you have a lot of money. And if you have a lot of your money tied up in positions because you're bag holding, then you're not going to be able to compensate for your losses enough. So it just never works. It's not logical to hold past the cut points, regardless of whether or not it would have worked out better or not. That just not professional, and you will not survive. You're supposed to cut. Fat BB halted to the upside. Fat BB. Wow. SPY having a strange open. Yeah, like I said, we're way up, right? And so industrial's moving down a little bit. SPY kind of going sideways. The Qs going sideways. Basically, it's doing what I said, which was that there was some room for the news to stay positive on the day, that we're up above yesterday's open. You know, we're making progress, right? Or close. And so it's green in that respect. From day to day, we're green. And yet, as day traders, we're not experienced the same. We're not having the same experience because our direction is what we care about from the open. That's all we care about. Direction on the day, not from yesterday. On today. And so right now, like I said, you know, we might have a day of just grinding down, and that's exactly what it turned out to be. So far, we're having a sideways day on Qs and a downward movement on industrials. Combined, that creates the S&P 500 essentially. And so the S&P 500 is kind of wobbling back and forth, but probably slowly it's going to grind down a little bit. Look at Hertz. Okay, what I really want to watch now is Qualcomm, because Qualcomm is doing the dip, and I like it. I want to watch the 5-minute candles on Qualcomm. Make sure we find the bottom on that. But you said Hertz. Yeah, I'll look at that in just 1 second. Let's see. We also have AMD doing good. That's one of our positions. Right, and then how's LAC doing? Let's take that. All right, LAC is up another smidge, so that's good. All right. And then I'm curious as to how is Facebook doing today. Facebook is up today. Very good. CNCE, that was CNCE. If you have time to get into it before it might halt, that's the break on CNCE for $1 of risk. Stop at 330. It's currently at about 430, so that's why you got $1 of risk. Exit at 330 should you get in now. 430, $1 of risk. So if you have a $10,000 portfolio, 1% is $100 divided by the $1 of risk equals 100 shares you can buy. It means that if it stops out $1 down, you will only lose 1% of your portfolio because you sized it like that. Go hitting or close to a 52-week high. Okay. Let's see. Car now hitting 279. Where I can put go on something that's definitely crapping out. HCDI is curving up. IWM definitely continuing today. Those small cap stocks looking like a very good promising possibility across the market being bought up widespread. The 2000 Russell 2000 small caps, IWM being bought up. It may just run like that all day, just like it has the last 2 days. IWM for another green day. If anybody wants to get into that, you're going to have to be grabbing tiger by its tail, but just put in $1 of risk. Put in $1 of risk. Stop at the low of the day, 239.23 at the moment, and let it play out. Give it some breathing room. $1 of risk. Go. Where can I put it here? Can't even get the opportunity up because so many things are moving around. XRTX, if you're in that, obviously you should be out of that. All right, NPTN is not going anywhere. Let's put go over there. Take a look at that. Pulling it up. We have also a lot of IPOs that are trading today, so we'll be waiting on that. Come on, Qualcomm, don't get up so soon. All right, if Qualcomm breaks 157, that's supposed to be the dip buy point. 157, but I would have rather it dipped for longer. S&P 500 coming up and over right now. The Q's also, industrials, a little bit sagging. What's the letter for which one? Yes, Gioboni. I do have stream channels other than this one. You need to click the link in my bio. Never mind, it crapped out. DBGI wanting to break out. Yeah, Brienne. Yeah. No, it certainly did. Car hitting 278 now. And XRTX, just like a full-on crap out. We're indicating to open at 16.5 on EVAX. So anyway, I'm taking that off of the radar. We're not playing EVAX unless it can get all the way up and back over today's high. You guys let me know if it starts to approach today's high. That could happen in an hour or two. Who knows? All right, so go not necessarily on my strongest gainers list here. Pretty much everything that we've been watching are on the list, maybe IonQ, but everything else with smaller gains. So yeah, we'll be watching go. If go can break 1950, then it'd be about $1 of risk of entry on go. But it doesn't seem to have the momentum. Yeah, I bet NVIDIA is running. NVIDIA has been doing great. Yeah, look at, that's just outstanding. You should be in a swing trade on that. Let up and see if it's got the momentum. But, those are the kinds of things where it may be too late. That's something you just already have to have. We go after the opportunities that we are aware of pre-market. We have an opportunity happening. After that, it's hard to capture because it's already off and running. And it's $277 a share. And so, how much leverage can it provide, without getting into options on it? It's, and you should not do that. Do not day trade with options. OLB was hot a couple days ago. See, there's the 157 breakout on Qualcomm dip buy. That in particular, the 5-minute dip buy trade with Qualcomm, that is an options trade at the money. If you're not familiar, you can use shares, but that mega dip buy trade is designed for at the money options. You have to calculate your risk, to figure out how many options you can get. The stop was 154.50 at 157, so $3.50 of risk. It's already running. We're $1 up. It's 158. Yeah, I'm not sure, that GoGo is gonna have the momentum that we need to really go after it. But NVIDIA certainly has a lot of momentum. So, how did you guys do on EVAX? What kind of gains did you get? How about R? If you're a regular trader in our community, you know what we mean by R, our risk units. How much R did you get out of EVAX? And for some of you, how much money? You want to share that? About 0.3 R for Nicholas, 1.27 R for Kyle. Only made out with $75 for Jonathan. All right, I got out all told for 376. 0.6 R, 0.75. So look, you guys should be very, very proud that you even, did that. Don't you think? And look at Todd, minus 1.5 R. And again, I would even be proud of that, Todd, because it was tough. EVAX really whacked us over the head. It didn't continue over 25. And to be able to break even, make a little or lose a little, and to be able to actually have the opportunity to grab something like that is good. Qualcomm continuing 158.50 now. Oh, wow. CNCE, we need that push. Yeah, if it can break over 450. NVIDIA going up $1 every couple minutes. That is going to top out at some point, but it looks like NVIDIA just wants that 300 number. It's never put in a range like that before, historically. Very rarely. It's gone from 141 to 152, so 11 points in one day. And that was like a historic moment. So today it's already up 11 points right now at 279. It's already up 11 points. So to get all the way to 300, just like, come on, let's be real. So you have to be realistic. And everybody knows that. The smarter the investor and trader out there, the more money they have, they already know that. They're not going to be buying at 285 today. You know, that's overpriced today, you see. All right, so I'm going to replace GoGo with Fat BB, but we might be too late on that. And plus, with the 5 ticker symbols, might not be something we want to get in. 5 character symbols. Yep, SPY running strong, Qs running strong, industrials going sideways / down. Qs starting to have a good day, and IWM has pulled back. So if you wanted an entry on IWM, you didn't get it yet, you can get in now for 50 cents of risk on IWM, with your fingers crossed that it's going to continue to run today like it did yesterday and the day before. So if you have $5,000, and definitely do not trade options, not until you're a winner, not until you're a winning trader, and that itself might take 10 months. If you have $5,000, I suggest you don't trade. You actually don't trade with it. Just put it on the market, invest it into a couple of good things, like Facebook, IDIV, and the market itself, VOO, and maybe real estate, VNQ, and then start to learn with us and practice every day. Paper trading. You can paper trade, which is simulated trading. You wouldn't say, "Hey, I'm ready to go. You know, I wanna go to war, right? I want to see if I can win some wars. So put me on the battlefield." And you don't even know how to use a gun or any of the equipment. You need training. And during training, you use blanks. You don't use live rounds until later. So you want to start safe and practical, because you will lose all your money. That's a fact, a statistic. So you will lose all your money. Please, that's the best advice I can give you, is that you're going to lose all your money if you try and start with no practice and using real money. Forget it. That's a real big mistake. Instead, put it into some very conservative little things. Just invest it and let it sit for a few months while you start to learn to day trade. If this is what you want to do, day trading, don't start with live ammo. And here's some video lessons for you. You can click also the link in my bio to come join our trading community. And every day you can start practicing with us until you're ready and you understand our techniques. Here, I will post to you a link to some video lessons. Here you go. Here it comes. There you go. Look out for thank you very much for the coffee diamonds. There you go. There's the link there to some video lessons. And I'll post it one more time in case anybody missed it. It goes by fast. There you go. And if you appreciate this stream, sprinkle some diamonds on it. It helps the ranking. And also what helps the ranking is just like giving a ton of likes. It's like rapid fire gamer style. Ton of likes. Over on Qualcomm, we're getting more than a 50% retrace and a failed retest. It's not good. I would go on the defensive now and de-risk 50% of your position on Qualcomm. De-risk 50% of your position on Qualcomm at 156, which we're already under, and then also stop completely out at 154.50 if it hits it. I would now be on the defense on Qualcomm. Yes. If you'd like to find out more about our trading community, just click the link in my bio. Britain's like, here's some diamonds. CEI, Cambridge Energy Holding, squeeze, price target 5. Well, let me see. Pretty sure CEI is dead. Yeah, no, CEI is dead. The squeeze already happened, man. Next. You know what I mean? There's thousands of stocks. Don't pin your hopes on that. We're halted to the upside on Fat BB, and it is continuing to go. And it's going to be coming out of the halt in 3 minutes, indicating to open at 21. So it still has demand and still has interest. If you get in, you probably should take the distance to the top of the last halt. So like 18, you would cut at 18 from 21, $3 of risk on Fat BB when it comes out of the halt if you want entrance. Yep, Ocugen did tank. I took it off of my radar this morning. Anytime you have a stock have a follow-up day, where that follow-up day, it is currently sitting below yesterday's close, and yesterday was even a down day, or could be an up day or down day, but if it's sitting below yesterday's close, it is extremely unlikely, like 90% chance, it's not going to get up and over or have a good day today, because it's got to get over yesterday's close, which is down, the open, which is up, and the high. So it's got to get through 3 very important resistance points. It's just not going to happen. It's just, why focus on it? Go after EVAX. The other opportunities that we're presented with during the day. Yeah, always close your day trades out by the end of the market. Never ever hold a day trade overnight. That's rule number 1 in fight stocks. Stock club. Rule number 1. Do not hold day trades. Rule number 1 in day trading: do not hold day trades overnight. Ever, ever, ever. Number 1, you need all your money for the morning or after hours or pre-market. You need it all ready for the next day. It just doesn't work that way. The risk overnight is so huge of things changing and you losing money that you worked hard for during the day. It just does not make logical sense. Let's see. We're going to be opening at in 1 minute and 40 seconds on a Fat BB, FATBB. 1 minute and 30 seconds. James, that's using a software that's $175 a month. James, called Dash Trader, and there's other software out there as well. If you sell after hours on the same day of a buy, is that considered a day trade? Yep. It is. Buys are on a bit of a pullback today after pulling back yesterday. All right, we'll be coming out in 30 seconds on Fat BB. How do you guys know that there's 30 days in November? Do you guys do that thing? Yesterday I asked you how many days are in November, and so many of you are like, bam, 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 30. I don't know. I always thought it was 31, but I guess I don't know the rhyme. January, February, half September. Okay, we're coming out of the halt on Fat BB. It's actually hanging over now, so they're holding it longer, and it's indicating to open at 22. Is anybody in it already? You de-risked some on Qualcomm. Let's see. Yeah, good that you de-risked. See, that's why we de-risk, but we didn't hit the all out, which would have been 154.50. So, but we're on the defense. You see, it's different than being on the offense. On the defense, we're mitigating losses. We're looking to mitigate losses. Or minimize gains, minimize our loss of gains. But when we're on the offense, of course, we're taking profits. We're trying to maximize gains. We're possibly even adding on, all that good stuff. All right, so any minute here, we'll come out of the halt on Fat BB, but we're already over the halt open point. Outlook on DWAC, I mean, isn't it settling into about the 60s, I think? Let me take a look, see if I can see the chart here. Yeah, it's settling at 62 right now. I mean, it's pretty much settling down to about the 60s. It hit 175. Was that not good enough for you? Like, in other words, you should have been there when it hit 175, making money that day. Because now when it's at 62, who gives a fuck, right? I mean, now you can. Why would you invest now and wait 2 years to get it back to 175 when we already had that in one motherfucking day? So there's really no good opportunity on DWAC now. We already took it, so we're on to the next thing. Does that make sense? I don't know. It's like, I really got to get through to people who bag hold and try to look for opportunities on things that already were opportunities. It's ancient history. Opportunity gone. Tomorrow and today it's something else. Tomorrow it'll be something else. That's where you make money. Forget about DWAC. Old news. Let me know when it's 200. Let me know when it's getting close to 175 and we'll get back in. Because we got in at 12.50. Okay, we took 12.50 all the way to the top on day one. Actually, we held some overnight using overnight principles. And then the next day morning, we sold some in pre-market, and then we got in from the run from 85 all the way to 175. So we very carefully day traded the stock from 12.50 to 175. Fully. We captured the whole thing, across 2 days. So we went from 12.50 to 175. We made the same return. All right, MDXH, the Medix Health, just started trading. It's an IPO, MDXH. No, not NerdWallet. Hasn't started trading yet. It'll be cool when it does. MDXH IPO has opened for trading, and the volume is pretty low. The interest is pretty low. But let's see what kind of a range it puts in. Already put in about $1 of range, but let's get it about 4 minutes of trading. Let's let about 3 or 4 minutes of trading go by. Pretty low volume, not exciting on MDXH. But you never know. Think could hit 20 today. Let's let it put in the first two 2-minute candles. It's too bad I can't play any music on this show, because then I'm automatically across all different platforms. Here we go. Fat B, if you want in, we're talking $5 a risk. Fat B has started trading. Fat BB. Fat BB is out of the halt. It is halting to the downside. I recommend you do not get in. Do not get into Fat BB. Halting to the downside. That $5 of risk, you're going to see it come to reality probably after out of this halt. Get out if you just got in. And we're halted on Fat BB, indicating to open at 20 now, which is lower than where it halted. Michael, yeah, I mean, exactly. And in fact, that is something that I'm probably going to do soon here. I'll have my keyboard set up. I mean, I have one right over here. Here, take a look. So I'll get that set up, and then we can just play really weird music. We can do whatever we want, man. Yeah, it'll be fun. In fact, I'll leave that there as a little decoration. And a reminder that I need to hook it up. So you can't even see it. Then I'm like, I'm a not musical person. And then suddenly, I'm a musical person. I'm not a wait, let's see. I'm not a musical person. And now I am a musical person. Moderna absolutely slaughtered on earnings. Nice entry for the long here. Oh, thanks for letting us know. And Nvidia still running. If anybody's in Nvidia, man, way to go. This is a historic day now. It's hitting 285 and still running. I really suggest that you, if you're in it, that you do take partial profits. You gotta take some. You gotta take some at these different points. We're indicating to open at 2040 on Fat BB. If anybody got in, you got trapped. You got trapped. And whatever price you got, it's not looking hopeful. You're going to have to cut it at the open. All right, MDXH has put in 2 candles. It's actually putting in 3 candles now, MDXH. However, it's not looking like it's breaking out. So it'll be $1 of risk when it does break out, and we'll be looking for it to break the high, 13.18. That's the technique. Jamal, thanks, man. I appreciate that. And I also had up Bird from yesterday in case Bird was going to go up and over and continue. Look at how Qualcomm is keeps putting in those failed retests, right? It's tightening and tightening. You're going to have to cut, if it breaks any of those prior pivots. It's got 2 ways it can go, and it's on positive news. Failure to continue is a negative. So in my opinion, Qualcomm, you got to stay very defensive on if you're in it. And at this point, 155.5 is the new cut level, the new all out level, 155.5. If it hits that, you'll see it tank. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, Jackson, because it's positive. Today it's on the positive, And so failed retests on the positive like that negates the positive, And so higher lows are just, what would you call that? False hope. It's just trying to keep people in long enough and hopeful long enough and not freak them out long enough that it can gather up as much money as possible before it just fucking body slams you down to the mat. Okay? Think of it that way. It's a trick. It's a trap. It's a trap. I got to get that voice down. See, here we go. Ah, of course there's that. I have to wait through an ad to play It's a Trap. Oh, the full 128? Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. I had to wait that long to get it. It's a trap. It's a trap. He actually has a pretty nice speaking voice for a fish head. Yo, Fat BB just broke to the upside. Just broke to the upside. I'm not touching it. But good luck to you guys who want to play with fire. That'd be about $4 of risk to get into Fat BB. Hey, if it runs to 100, man, you're going to wish you did. But here we go. We're halting to the upside on Fat BB. Halting to the upside at 24.24. It would be about $5 of risk to get in if you want to risk your 1%. And we're halted to the upside on Fat BB. Dangerous freaking stock. Bye-bye Qualcomm. Yeah, 155.5 now breaking down. And that is the wedge breakdown. So it is not looking good. It's a good place for you to exit now. Nicholas, the other day, that was really funny what you said. But that wasn't what happened, but something bad did happen. I'm going to wait a couple days so we're distantly removed from it. And then I'm going to tell you. That was pretty funny, though. You had me laughing. Ugh. I'm going to give it one more day. You ask me tomorrow about it, I'll give it one more day of rest so that no one can connect the dots. All right, Sava. Is Sava going crazy? Missed out on Etsy. Is Etsy going crazy? All right. Sava maybe going crazy. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, Sava's going fucking insane. It went from 70 to 96. Sava's absolutely on fire. It's not on my hit list for some reason. Going to have to reprogram that. I don't know why. I'm going to pull it up over here instead of DBGI. Insane. It's only happened in the last couple minutes. Like, who could have got on it? What the hell was this? FDA approval? What's up? Sava insanity. If you want to grab it, I would just say to the bottom of the last candle, 87, and it's at 97. So $10 of risk on Sava means it could go to 120 pretty easily. Sava, S-A-V-A, $10 of risk for an entry. Boom, it just hit 100. And there is an unbelievable amount of shares being traded. Mark, yeah. All right, Evo just started trading. Evo, one of the IPOs we're watching. Sava Sciences has been informed by the Journal of Neuroscience that there is no evidence of data manipulation in an article it published in July 2012 describing a new approach to treating Alzheimer's disease. That's it. So it's up 30 points, and we're already pulling back. There's that. Watch out for stop and be careful because it's already pulling back into that. That's why you got to size your risks to the 1%. The 1% rule is so important. But there you go. I would cut now, actually, on Sava. But there might be another rally coming, so keep an eye on the 2-minute candles. We'll see if there's a breakout forthcoming, another breakout forthcoming. Evo starting to show some positive signs. Not a lot of range. I still would like one more candle to form on Evo, although it is showing some pretty positive signs. And we're all out at the lowest risk level on Qualcomm. Big Five Sporting Goods also popping off today with a cup and handle like breakout, a U breakout at 36. So that could be a good swing trade. I'd take it down to 32 as the stop. So $5 of risk on BGFV, Big Five Sporting Goods. going to get in and then I'm going to alert it in that order. And yep, that is unfair. But what's fair is that you tune into the program, because you guys can get on it now too. Make sure you calculate your $5 of risk and divide that by the delta of the option, like we teach in my market mastery. So you don't over risk your account and you buy the appropriate number of shares. Contracts, rather. All right, see now, look at Fat BB halting to the downside at 21.83. It's about to halt. Fat BB halting to the downside. Boom, it's halted to the downside. Halted to the downside, halted to the upside, halted to the downside. Just forget it. You can't trade that. Not unless you can get in for maybe $10 of risk. But, now you're talking about ridiculousness, because you need $20 of reward in order for that to pay off even at a 2-to-1 ratio. And that would mean $20 from here. So $40 on Fat BB for a profit target. Stop at 15. It's possible, but quite unlikely. Taking unlikely bets is our negative EV, negative expected value. Hey, you guys over on TikTok, click the link in my bio if you'd like to find out more about our trading community. Tim says he got out at 24. Well, good job, because that's nearly the top. That, as far as I'm concerned, that's the top. Good job. CNCE neckline breakdown at 3.9. Correct. Neckline breakdown all out at 3.9. CNCE exit CNCE 3.9 neckline breakdown. HCDI retest. Yes. Did you get into HCDI? Yeah, it was about what? 50 cents of risk? I didn't call that. I don't think I called that out live. I don't think so. But okay, good job. Oh, I see you're in it from another price point. Okay. Neo apparently about to break 44. Yeah, Sava's pulled way back. That trade's over. Take a look at that. I'm not saying that 44 is a trigger point. Somebody was just letting me know. No, that's not really significant. Break 56. That's a trade that I can alert to the group. We don't want to take low quality trades, even though they might work out. Because low quality trades are higher risk. Okay, so over on Evo, if we break 21.75, you can get $4. Here we go. We are breaking 21.75 right now. EVO. $1 of risk to enter Evo. EVO. Looks like it's having a day of demand, a good day. Yeah, we're all in AMD for Oz. We have a swing trade on that. Good. What's the risk on METX right now? Okay. For a day trade or for a swing trade? Wild G4. Yeah, I can definitely give you my opinion on Doge from a charting perspective, since there's been so much time, and so many days of history. Well, I think from it's found its its price, right now. So whether or not it's going to have any kind of continued gains or not, that remains to be seen. But the way it's going, it's looking like it's going to hold here for a while. So I think if you need that money and you want to invest it somewhere else that maybe it can perform better, get a better return, go for it. You don't have to sell everything, you can take 80%, 90% and put it in something else. I don't think there's any huge opportunity there from here except maybe a double, maximum, maybe 50%. And I think as far as like meme coins go, that's ridiculously low. It should be like 1,000%. A double, you're looking for 10x. I think your money is, frankly, in Doge at this point. I think much better opportunities across the crypto spectrum than Doge at this point. For performance on your money. Yeah. Is Evo halted? No, it's not. It's just moving kind of slowly now. If you got in for $1 of risk, your stop is at 20.90, the low of the day. Just below 21. Coin. Uh-huh. We're still waiting for NerdWallet to open up as well. I think that one, for me, that's the most exciting one because it has the most traction pre-laid, has the most runway pre-laid of any of these companies that are IPOing today. It doesn't really matter if, let's say, it's smaller or, numbers. What I'm excited about there is it's been around for a long time. And that's going to just already and it has a nice sentiment, about it. So I think that's just going to do well for it. Yep. Nerds. The ticker for NerdWallet is NRDS. Nerds. NRDS. What if DOG really spelled God? Maybe it was the other way around. Whoa. Heavy ogre. Heavy. That would be Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise. Yes. SDC, yeah, Smile Direct Club. Let me take a look at that. I'm not really seeing the potential that everyone's thinking is going to happen on it. So there's that. But if it does, do something, maybe we will get in once it breaks like 7. If it can break 7 with like a lot of volume, we'll get in. But yeah, I'm not really seeing it setting up. Okay, yeah. What's the 2-week outlook on Hood? You guys, that's how you ask me a question. That is so perfect. What's the 2-week outlet on Hood? Or, if I took a swing long on Hood, would it be good for the next 3 weeks? Give timeline. What are we doing? Are we talking day trade? Are we talking swing trade? How long, short? What are your hopes? Are you bag holding? When you ask about a ticker, don't just type the damn ticker. I would say that it's going to continue to range right around here. I'd say in 2 weeks, it's still going to be around 37. But I'd say that in between that time, it might hit 40. and then bounce and then resist and bounce down to like 34. I think it's going to range. I think we're going to range, and in 2 weeks it'll be right where it started. Yeah, if you are in NVIDIA, make sure you're taking profits around every dollar level or every $5 level. Take some profits out of your position, like 5%. So what's your name? O'Neill? O'Neill? Just click the link in my bio and you can learn about our trading community. Click the link in my bio. Yep, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Evo is wedging into that 2175 level, and that's good. It's a very good sign in this case, Jackson, on Evo. If you take a look at that graph, here we have higher lows on something that's been making positive movement, seems to have positive sentiment, and so that's a positive, even as it's flat topping. Flat top wedges are positive. Did we dream stop out of Matterpoint? Okay, let's see. Thank you for letting me know, Chris. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's well dream stopped out. Matterport. Yep. Exit on Matterport. I'm going to type that into the alerts. Hey, it's Harlow. Came up. There we go. Big drop today, Daniel. Yeah, that's the problem. But I mean, if you feel okay with that, it's okay. You can wait for the stop. What is the stop? Stop is 18, and it's currently at 2160. So we're kind of getting you out at a better stop point. And the thing is, we can always get back in, though. You can watch it like a hawk. You can either stay in until 18, and that's fine because you've already predefined that risk for you, or you can get out now, perhaps because it's a good decision. And then if it goes up over a previous red candle, like today's candle tomorrow, you can get back in at that point, and then it may continue to run. So you have options there for you. The options seem pretty liquid, so if you're in an option on it, you can play around with it. Hey, thanks, man. I need some like test tubes and beakers bubbling over here with some dry ice. It looks like the fucking set of Gremlins here. We're gonna make some little baby gremlins. I fed them after midnight. Yeah, I did kill the jellyfish, Todd. I brought it back to Target. I had to bring that thing back because the jellyfish were getting stuck in the bottom, and then the battery was dying so fast. I said, unfortunately, I like giving. It was Smithsonian who sold it, but I liked giving money to the Smithsonian, but unfortunately, got to take that one back. But mainly because I would like to get something bigger. I like to put something a little bit bigger here. I mean, the way this shit is like lighting up and stuff, I think some bubbling beakers would be right on point. That was one of my favorites when I was a kid, was beaker, and Bunsen honeydew. A lot of people call me Bunsen honeydew throughout my life because I'm kind of like that. Like if you came in here into my office today, and you put your hands near anything, I'd be like, don't touch anything. Please don't touch anything. And you'd be like, oh, that's really cool. And I'd be like, yes, but please don't touch anything. Yeah, we're in BGF V for a swing. I alerted that. I'm not sure if I alerted that. Yeah, I'm going to alert that now. Swing entry BGFV. It is a U breakout. And the risks on that. I would take it to 32 for $4 a risk. Stop at 32. One second. I'll be right back. Do you think Leanne is worth the 1 second, I'll be right back. But yeah, I am loving the switch to the multicolored thing here. Loving it, loving it. Yeah, I hope so on Big Five Sporting Goods. Just remember, it's Big Five Sporting Goods. But yeah, retail heating up. Oh, STGW also continuing to grow. Our swing trade on that. Let's see. Yeah, nice. This is the breakout we've been waiting for on STGW. Kind of like just barely happened yesterday. And today we were getting the very first time we're getting some continuation. So STGW finally has matured for us, and it is now running. It's now working. A swing trade, we're looking really good. I got 900 shares on contract, so that's looking really good. How do I pick my stocks? For day trading, it's whatever's hot in the morning, and I have a whole video about how I do that. Here's the link to learn more. And then for swing trades, I also have a methodology for that as well. That's a little bit more detailed, but also there's a video about that there as well. Oh, good job for us. I mean, you're getting really good at that, at understanding the market maker movements. I'm really liking your insight, man. But are you right as more often than you're wrong? Have you put some money on the line? Is it working out? This is the question. DocU is in beast mode. A lot of things are in beast mode today. I mean, the market is just ripping SPY and the Qs, but not the industrials. Industrials not doing well. But consumer discretionary, we want to be getting into discretionary because we're basically figuring that with the outlook that the economy is going to be going back to normal, this is the last chance to get in at the lowest point on consumer spending. I'll put DocU up over here over Bird, but most of these things, when you get them to me, they're too late. Because when you find them is when my mother finds them. It's the most obvious point. When I got to know these things before they happen, that requires some extra tips. Yeah, docu is just like that's already ship has sailed, as they say on docu. Your internet rough or is mine? I don't know. It could be, but Zoom is usually very smooth. It does the certain buffering to keep things smooth. So I think it's probably you, but it could be me. Anybody else having problems with my stream being glitchy? I'll post it again. Do you think Leanne is worth watching? Too late to get into Adobe? A lot of questions going on over there on the YouTube. Let's see. Adobe. Too late to get in on Adobe? No, a little cup and handle breakout like right now today, and I like it a lot. Let's see. Let's put the stop at 630, 630, 633. And we're at 674. Pretty big stop. 674 minus 633. $41 breakout on Adobe. Cup and handle breakout on Adobe. $41 of risk. So we're basically saying Adobe's going to go to like 800 soon. $41 of risk on Adobe for an entrance. Okay, that alert is off. Why is it not sending? And send. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm in Adobe. Thanks for the tip, Catherine. Catherbro. Catharbro. Catherbro. All right. So now the next one somebody wanted me to look at was Leanne. Let's see. Leanne Bio. Not IPOs over now. Can you talk more about economic recovery? Retail ticker to suggest. A retail ticker to suggest. Retail is already up over 1,000% since the pandemic low. I don't know. Anybody know of a ticker out there that's not quite fully recovered? Maybe Target. Let's take a look at Target. Yeah, potentially Target. Retail. If anybody has any ideas, I'll look at the chart. Yeah, there you go. Travel, also travel. You know, and I heard that Airbnb is up today. We haven't had a chance to look at that. So there's a flat top wedge breakout on Airbnb. Airbnb, we were talking about leap or swing. So leap, since it was at 135, it's at 177 now. And I believe moving forward, based on what we've just heard and good earnings, that Airbnb is still a good investment. So if you want to go long on Airbnb with a stop at 165, it's at 177 right now, about $12 of risk. I think that looks good to me for like a year investment or more. I'll post about that now. Root. Let's see. So it's normal now for the market, if you haven't noticed already. The amount of trading we're doing right now, much lower than the first half an hour of the market, first hour of the market. That is totally normal if you're a new trader. The reason why we're not trading as much now is because the amount of volume on the market midday versus the beginning and the end is 10 times less, 90% less volume midday than there is at the beginning and the end of the day. So the trading is done for the day, right? So now we're just looking for any other opportunities, maybe for swing trades. That's what we're taking a look at. I don't see how, who asked, I think Jonathan. I don't see Jonathan. I don't see how you look at that chart. I'm going to post it to the VIP, Jonathan. I just don't see how you look at that chart and go, man, I have got to get in long on that. Like, come on, man. I'm going to post that in the VIP. No, Jonathan. No. What? Short? Friend sent it to me. Okay, yeah. A friend sent it to me. All right, look, Jonathan. Tell your friend to go back to college. Root. What's your what's your username, Jonathan, so I can just tag you in it? Not that it's to embarrass you, just so you can find it later. It's your friend that should be embarrassed. Nah, they're not even smart enough to be embarrassed. You know what I mean? Oh, you're JQuest? Okay, cool. Look at that chart, guys. Everybody. And there you are, JQuest. There it is in the VIP chat. Somebody actually was asking, like, what's the risk level to get in there? I think my next question is why? Why? Tell your friend, your girlfriend, your roommate, your mom, your uncle, whoever that was, your grandma, to go back to college. That's funny. Yeah, this is a hot one. No, but I mean, the truth be told, that there are turnaround times for these companies, but they're usually not like this. They don't usually go down and then like create a V and then start going back up. But that does happen sometimes. But they usually go down and then they stay down for years. And then CEO gets swapped out, they change personnel, they try some new methods, they pivot to become a whole different company, and then now a bottom reversal happens. One of the best things you can do in trading is learn to trade stocks that are already going in the direction that you want them to be going in, instead of guessing when the exact moment in history that a company is going to bottom and turn around. Like, the amount of times you're going to fail at that versus the amount of times you could get into something that's already going in the direction you're going and it continues, that's, you should choose the latter. Much better. Is there an ETA on when Nerd starts trading? It could be in like 15 minutes. It could be at like 11 a.m. So, if it was like super hot, it could be like 12 or even 1 p.m. But any moment here, really, I think maybe 11 a.m. So in like 15 minutes. Yeah, somebody else was just asking about that too. News, news, news. Good advice, yeah. Is naked good? I don't think so, but I'll double check on it for you. I'll tell you what's good is Apple. They've been around for a long time. Microsoft. You know, please make sure that 90% of your money is in companies that are fucking obviously good, and that you're not putting all your money into stuff that's maybe good or has a long shot of being good. I mean, doesn't that sound just like, how many years of experience do you need to figure that out? I don't even remember what we're looking at now. Naked. Okay. Naked's just sideways. It's been sideways since April, and it's been down from $3.4 to 70 cents. So it's been down a huge amount since January. So the idea there was to trade it in January, make all that money, sell at the top, and then never look back until it breaks high again. For now, naked's just a sideways. It's just no good. It's not good. Tesla's sideways today. Industrials are sideways today. Um, Tech is really running today. How's Facebook doing in general? I love Microsoft and Facebook right now. I think they are the greatest um, tech companies to be in right now, moving forward for the next few quarters, if not longer. If that changes, it changes, and then you change. But people are always like, "No, man, you could be wrong." Yeah, and that's when I would get out. You know. Until then, that's the current thesis, and I go with it. And until you can learn to be wrong, then you probably should just follow what I say, because you think that there's some method to finding situations that are right, and that's just not true at all. There's no such thing as ever being 100% right. If you're trying to look for 100% right people to follow, that's naive. Sorry. So anyway, we make the best guesses on the highest probabilities statistically as we can, and we hope that those probabilities are more than 60% chance. But if 60% chance is all we get, that's good enough. As a professional trader, if you learn to cut your losses quickly or maximize your gains and cut those quickly as they turn around, then even a 60% probability is very profitable in the long run. But I try to find us 70 and 80% probabilities. Yeah, we're in AMD on a swing trade, and it's going good. Swing trading question about Hertz, break of 35 could make it run. Probably, Jonathan. That's starting to sound a little bit more like you and less like your idiot friend. Let's see. Your friend is like, God damn it, I wish I was a member so I could talk back to that motherfucker calling me an idiot. Well, guess what? That's why you're not a member, you asshole. Because you suck. So if it breaks 35, yeah, I'd say you're about right on that. Yeah, I think so. Hertz, the cup and handle breakout was at like 30. So a couple of days ago. Hillbillies is running again. No, not Hillbillies. Or what is it called? I can't even remember. HLBZ. That BB, I wouldn't trust that stock anymore. So I'm gonna just right on over that, and we'll take a look at Hillbillies. I call it Hillbillies. It's called Hellbiz. Hellbiz. AMD is doing very good today. Yeah, Hillbillies is moving. Let me get some perspective on that on the daily. Yeah, not much of anything going on there, frankly. It's trading within the range that it's always been trading. Yeah, Deliverance. All right, so in a couple minutes, perhaps nerds will start trading. We'll wait it out and see. Otherwise, the stream will be ending soon. Also, if you're in Evo, no, you're still looking good there. Looks like it's about to break out. Yeah, in fact, there it is. There's a new high on Evo. Now, on that stock, you want to be taking 5% profits. Well, as slowly as it's moving, you might want to make that like 20% profits underneath every dollar level. So 22, 23, 24, 25, and then you'd be all out pretty much by that point. Off to go fish for a bit. All right, James, later. Best of luck. You're welcome. Day on AMD. How is that looking on the 1 minute chart? All right. Let's see. What platform should you start using, and how to invest, how much to invest to properly use your group. How long have you been trading Cruise Life? Because what you're essentially asking is like, what guns do we use that you should buy? You know, so I want to make sure that you fire guns, that you have experience, you know, before you start using live rounds, you know, real money. And, you know, before you gear up on everything that we use and go to war, that you know what the hell you're doing. You've got some training, because if you don't, then I need to back up a little bit before that. Around a year. Okay. Around a year, but nothing major. Okay. Well, I use Thinkorswim. I can also recommend Webull. I'll drop my Webull link now. If you sign up to Webull, it's a very easy platform to use, and it does a lot as well. It's pretty advanced considering. There it is. Here's my link. If you sign up through that link, we both will get a bonus stock. I'll put the link to that again for anybody else who's looking to sign up with Webull. Yeah, Evo finally moving. And then as far as money is concerned, I think it'd be better for you to learn our techniques and our strategies and be paper trading at least for a week. Just 1 week, at least, you know, have enough self-control that you can at least for a week. If you can't, then you don't have to go to war with real weaponry. But if you can, if you're good with discipline, that's probably the most profitable trait for a winning trader is discipline, I would say. And so if you have discipline, you can do that. You know, yeah, trade with us, join our group, and follow along and paper trade initially. So Webull can do that. TradingView can do that. Thinkorswim can do that. There's some platforms that can do simulated trading. That's the equivalent of like, you know, flying a simulated jet before you are actually given the keys to the jet. And here is a link to my video lessons to really, if you're really going to dive deep, there you go. Deep dive on learning strategies and winning strategies and how to trade and swing trade and use options and stock shares right there. That's the link right there. And RJ, you can post that to the Zoom group too, in case there's anybody new who didn't know about the market mastery, or Sergio, or whoever's helping today. Thank you guys, both of you. Emma, you posted a couple chart questions in the Ask Chart Trader section. Okay, cool. Let's check it out. Emma with a couple questions over in Ask Chart Trader. All right, here we go. RYN. There's the chart. Ooh, thank you very much for posting that. That makes it a lot easier. Yeah, perfect, brilliant. Should have got it at 40, right? Maybe 39.8, the breakout. And then the pivot low there would be something like from roughly, I'm seeing it 37 to the stop/risk point. Well, if that's what you're asking, is that a good swing trade? Yeah, looks like it. It might be too slow of a mover for the return. Why? Is that not a daily chart? What is that? 2-year, 1 day. No, I think it could do okay. I mean, it's gone on runs from like just recently. It did like in 1 month. It went from 30 to 37. So what's that? That's 23% return in 1 month. So that's good. RYN. I think we kind of missed it though. I'm not going to alert it, but you could grab it. And then GDDY. What is that? Is that GoDaddy? It is GoDaddy. Even if it were to go up, it looks like it just goes too sideways, and it's just like too sideways. It's practically a utility. Things that go sideways, they're utilities now. They've hit max market saturation. They have no further market dominance they can make, and they're just a utility. You use them for their service, and they don't grow. No growth. Okay, it looks to me like that's what GoDaddy is, and that kind of makes sense. It's been around for so long. Not much more it can offer. Like, what could it possibly do? Become your daddy? Could it offer genetic daddy services? I mean, what else could it do? And then you're saying maybe it's a short today because it did badly? I don't know. Maybe that's what you're asking. No, it's just continued ranging. Just continued ranging. There's nothing to guess there. It's just wobble. Think, use the pivot points and the trend thesis to create the trading range on it, whether it be a channel or whatever it is, right? Anything inside that range is just Brownian motion, if you're familiar. It really is. It's just randomized motion. They goes on little spurts and runs, but you can't predict how far each of them will zig or zag. Only breakouts on already running things have the potential, to get some kind of a predicted useful distance out of them. But Brownian motion, not useful. Yeah, there will be class tonight for everybody who's a member, VIP members. Class tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Class 2 night. NVIDIA's on the news right now. It's up 7.6%. It really is having maybe a once a year day or a once every 6 months kind of day today. Kept going and going and still grinding up, following that path of victory, which it's still on. All right, so maybe around now, nerds will start trading. It's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Emma, did that help? PETZ had a great pre-market run, but is not really moving along right now. So an answer about PETZ not really happening today. Evo just grinding up very slowly. This is why I'm saying maybe take 20% profits right here off of your entrance at 21.75. Or if you got in earlier, you shouldn't have, but if you got in earlier, great. Here's where you need to take off probably 20% profits. It doesn't look like it has the impact or the power to keep pushing. So I might even take 20% profits at the 0.5 level, underneath the 0.5 level. I might even adjust that to the 0.25 level if it really continues to just very slowly grind all day. So, but figure out something that makes sense and take partial profits along the way. You can't miss profit taken on Evo. It's like trying to shoot a snail. Oh, that's great. Trying to shoot a snail. You keep missing. What the hell? God damn it. You need to be better. The snail's like... That's great. I think we just looked at Neo. Neo is not quite into the area where we need it to be yet. We're pretty much waiting for nerds to start trading. That's really what we're interested in at the moment. If it doesn't start trading soon, I'll give it like a 10-minute window here. Then we don't know when it's going to trade, but it could be in the next 2 hours, so hurry up and wait kind of situation. Do I ever say anything? I don't know. Do you have a question? The market can be very boring midday. Beep bop boop beep burp. AI Evan. Oh, people are rude by nature. They're testing you. For evolution. That's evolution. Fucking monkeys. They rip each other's arms off, and what I'm saying. We're not too far from that. Yes, I'm on a different working mic now. Oh, great. AMPL. Let's take a look at that. Good Lord, just look at it run. No, you can't really buy in more until it's had a a small red day. It needs to be a small red day followed by continued massive green. You might be able to find that maybe on a 30-minute chart. So that'd be another way to look at it. But you don't want to see it too often. So you'd want to maybe pull to the 1 hour or the 4 hour. But that's a good question, Michael. Michael. It's Michael. Michael. Buy nerds at the open? No. Let nerds trade for about 3 minutes and create a high and a low. And then when it opens, and then when it breaks the top of that high or low, then you can buy for the risk of the difference of the high and the low. Right? So that's one of our systems for trading IPOs. What should you do with $1,500 and what would be your daily goal? Our daily goal is 1% gains every day. We often do more, but by only shooting for 1%, that keeps us into trades that are more likely and less gambling. And we're able to achieve it every day, 1% every day. And if you can achieve 1% gains per day for the 253 trading days that are in a year, you would think you would gain a 253% on your portfolio. But because as you get more money, 1% means more, it's actually compounding. And so 253 days of 1% actually ends up equaling 1,200% gains on your money. So your $1,500 would become, I'll tell you now, $18,000. Nice and smooth. All right, you guys. It's been good trading with you. Make sure you send me any messages you need to send in the group, in the trading group. For you guys over on TikTok, just click the link in my bio in order to come join our trading group. And I'll see you in our trading group. It's been good trading with you all today.